sequence dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the...
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
It's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance, and he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning if he's somehow able to do so.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 11, and the Jets have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8. Throwing on second down. May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Now a give up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
Give on the ground, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. He's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. That is caught. To the goal line and in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, New York. That is first touchdown of the new year.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and you can't do it a lot better than that.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bills 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Daniels. Open receiver, it's Cover. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and short, and it's Daniel. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Jordan Davis. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Here come the Jets. They are wearing their NFL rivalry-inspired uniform set. And of the 8 teams who got the special treatment, this might be the sharpest of the bunch. This has been called their Gotham City Football Club set. Green, black, with great trim. Sure to be a fan favorite. We'll see if the fashion folks on Madison Avenue give it 2 thumbs up as well. Play there on the scramble. 52 yards.
That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. To throw is May. So the screen here for Chutin. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
May to throw on second down. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
The Jets, first down. First and 10.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. He'll take off again.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on third and 3? Out of the gun, here's May. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. His offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Jets will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their second possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league.
And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. So, Greg, people always say when the schedule comes out in May, what do you look for? Back-to-back home games usually not something you look forward to, but it does happen in this case. And when you get a win and you know you're going on the road week 3, that puts a little pressure on this one to get 2-0 at home to start the season.
And how good would they be feeling to start your year and know, all right, we've got 2 wins in the bank, we're playing well at home. It just allows everything in the building to take a deep breath. You know, Mike, it's just such an ideal way to start. Your fans are excited, the city's excited, everyone in the organization can settle in. So the schedule makers certainly did them a little bit of a favor here, so they've got to take advantage of it. Build off of last week, come out and play well again, and it really sets themselves up for the rest of this season. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year for the opener and you get blown out, is it even harder to flush the play?
Well, certainly that's the question, Mike. And regardless of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week, we've got to move forward. And certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is when you spend all week and you spend all season saying, okay, this is week 1, we're going to get off to a great start, and you lay an egg and you're non-competitive, the last thing you want in the NFL market is for doubt to set in. So we're going to find out pretty quickly here in this one. Was last week just 1 out of 17 and they're going to move on, or is this going to be signs of things to come as the rest of the season unfolds?
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 48-yard line, here is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run with Dowdle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 31, here is second down and 5. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now third down and 6.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down as we are ready to get back underway. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They'll go play action here with Daniel. Exiting the pocket right. There he goes again. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Jaden Daniel. Touchdown Buffalo. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Powell now to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staffs, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organization.
Absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for Bills. First down.
On first down, Daniel.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third down and 3.
Intended for Jalen Tolbert. Incomplete.
Working out of the gun. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jordan Davis. He had 2 sacks in the opener and give him 1 more here in week 2.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Oswell's kick is good, and the Bills will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchdown. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you...
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes! Brian Burns! Success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He will find Thomas. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Still 2nd down.
On play action, here's May. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the 1st down mark.
6 yards.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Bills offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as the season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when we talk about fit.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Bryce Behringer now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags, who also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of...
That's the Pro Bowl safety, Brian Branch. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm, just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now Dowdle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
We'll go play action with May. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The Bills offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Bills first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buffalo.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. And the Jets 41 yards.
They'll stick with him again. And And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. This is caught for 2. And he'll take it on in. Rolls with Gunze. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Bills.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Bills move out to a 24-10 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Howell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
A 7-yard pickup.
Off the play fake, it's May. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. Outside, complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get this down to the 40. Nice run. It's also a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there. And the Jets have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the 1st half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back to the pick 6.
Makes the score Bills 31, Jets 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Howell now to bring it back. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Looking out of the gun, it's May. Well, pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing now is May. This one is caught by Reed. Now a timeout Buffalo. They're 2nd. As they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return is Jones. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 11.
Daniels now on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Nick Bonito getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. Here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
The Jets offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Good reception for Rondale Moore. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Set up the screen here for Tootin. Yeah. He'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw now, May. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Jets 1st down.
Play fake. Here's May. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Jordan Whitehead. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
36-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
He'll get this out wide to Tolbert. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on third and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a third and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up fourth down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, you have things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jets offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's May. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10. The throw is May. The open man is Reed. He's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And the Jets.
Maynard on first and 10. That one out of reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Here's May again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's third and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Throw again is May. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have a Jets first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. They gonna look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit that they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep them contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. He's turned a number of those into big plays. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 25, here's second down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He takes off. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bills.
Tight end on the move left. They'll go with a counter on first down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line. Third and long. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. This one taken in by Odunze. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Jets offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
To second and 10.
Gun. Here's a run up the gut, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third and long, here's May. That's complete. Some more on the right side. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a second and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
As they try to run it here. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers It's a gain of 9.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
In motion, it's Odunze. They fake the jet sweep and will hit it up the middle. And he'll work forward 4 yards. That's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And a good show of force there and get 4 tough yards out of that ball. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Second and 5 at the 17-yard line.
In motion, it's Odunze. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Howell now to bring it back. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing now is May. It's Thomas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Jets, first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Operating for the shotgun, it's May. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Here's a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Bills, first down.
A carry here for Tracy. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Tracy, the ball carrier.
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Jets, 34-yard line.
They'll give on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And they're not going to even sniff the first down line there. They'll get 5 yards, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Bills will extend their lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Powell now to bring it back. Whoa! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Try to start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's May. A throw on the move is caught. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now May looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
Incomplete. The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
On the ground now with Jones. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on downs. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. He'll step up and run. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
That's good for the Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now this looks like a design run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They send Ridley in motion. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hands and live to play another snap.
They will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. A run on 1st and goal. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rough right at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Taken down behind the
3rd and goal.
The play lost in yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. He'll try to run for it.
Jaden
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force fourth down.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Up the sideline to the 15. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Jets first down.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Jets first down.
Throwing is May. The check is down to Tootin out of the backfield. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
1 yard gain.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd and 10.
A 1 yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
The throw is May. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down. They're going. It's May. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to have the Jets first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10. A good physical run. Motoring forward for 9. 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
No gain on the play. Brings up
On 3rd and a yard. Here's May. That's hauled in at the 2. And he is close to the pileup, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Jets are able to edge a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bills offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So a road win here for the Bills. They get the victory away from home.
Time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' this platinum every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Hey, shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans.